Yes, down please. Comfortably. Well, and please continue working with you in the Unit 7 in our open book. Well, and we are discussing with you the most mysterious topic in this book. Well, we are talking about natural phenomena. Yes, about some miracles, and everybody knows something about miracles. Everybody has got something, has heard about it, has seen a film. Well, I'm sure that you also can take part in our discussion. Well, we are developing as usual our speech skills. We'll try to listen, to understand this material, yeah, to do some activities, answer the questions, and discuss the material that you are going to hear, to learn. Well, the first topic of our lesson today is the Giant Causeway, and it is also one of the miracles of the modern world. Yes, where is it and why is it giant? You will learn after listening some material, some listening. Well, here, this part will close for a moment, and here is the picture from your book. It is student book, page 78. Yes, look at this illustration. Yes, what do you think in general? You don't know anything. What is it? From your point of view, what do you think it makes sense?
Some strange stones.
Some strange stones, yes. Well, really, some strange stones. And do you think that this was made a giant, or it was made by human, or by nature? What's your opinion?
I think by nature.
Well, I think it's by nature. Maybe somebody thinks about some giant who decided to build this construction. Actually, causeway. What is it, a causeway? Causeway is a geological formation from special stones called basalt. Basalt in Russian. Yeah? Maybe you have heard about this stone. Yes, but it is not like just, it looks strange because it's, well, in special columns. Yeah, and now we are going to do the listening. You will listen to it. Tilt a little bit up. Yeah. Now, must down with it works not on here, please.
CD2, track 26. Listen to the podcast. The Giant's Causeway looks like an image from a computer game, but it's real. These amazing geometrical rock columns lead down from the northeast coast of Northern Ireland in a series of giant steps. The tallest columns are over 12 meters high, and the steps go down into the sea. You look at these perfect symmetrical shapes and you think, this can't have formed naturally. But then again, humans can't have built it either. It's just too big. The local people say it must have been a giant. According to local legends, long, long ago giants lived in the Celtic lands of Ireland and Scotland. One of these giants, the Irish giant, Finn McCool, wanted to cross the Irish Sea to Scotland to meet and fight another giant, the Scottish giant Benandona. But Finn didn't like water, so they say that rather than swim across, he may have built an enormous causeway so that he could walk across the sea. In fact, 70 miles away, on the west coast of Scotland, similar steps lead out of the sea and back to land. So, Could a giant have built this causeway just to stop his feet from getting wet? When Finn saw Ben and Donna, he realised the Scottish giant was much bigger than him, and he couldn't possibly beat him in a fight. He ran back to his wife, who had a great idea. In order to trick Ben and Donna, she dressed Finn up as a baby. The Scottish giant crossed the causeway, and when he saw the enormous baby, he must have been absolutely terrified. If the baby was this big, how big was his father? Ben and Donna ran back across the rocks, never to return. Looking now at these incredible rocks, it's easy to believe that a giant might have built them. But, of course, there is another explanation. Scientists say that the causeway exists as a result of a series of violent volcanic eruptions more than 60 million years ago. The eruptions pushed columns of hot lava, liquid rock, into the air through the cold water. As the lava passed through the water, it turned to rock and formed these incredible columns we see today. Which explanation do you prefer, giants or nature? I think I prefer the first.
Well, so that was the first time of listening. By the way, you have got the full right to listen to for the second time, but I suppose that task number 2 you can do without listening for the second time. Can you? Yeah? Yes, that's very good. Then let's do the task. A small task. Well, come up here and choose true or false, and then we shall check the answers. Well, so, okay, Vanya, come up to our big computer. Yes, you decided to answer the good questions, but you have to prefer the second theory. Yes, Vanya, please. Yes. Don't hesitate, don't hesitate. All 3 variants can be the same, by the way. Don't hesitate to give your variants. The course you choose it because there were 2 falses. No, or you really decide this causeway is artificial. Artificial, it means that somebody came to this place, to the sea coast, and decided to build it with their own hands. Do you think it's like that? Well, then, if you are sure that it is true, and then we can check. Shall we?
Yes.
Well, and by the way, and Vanya, what do you think? Is it artificial or natural? So you choose false.
Yes.
2 people choose false. Because, well, I just don't want to do it again because they would ask us to try again and it is a long time. So, 2 against 1. So let's choose this one. Yes? Okay, and now we are going to check. Yes, yes. Now, well, as you see, good children, clever you are. By the way, now task number 2. There is also a choice of some things. You can just underline, and after it, just a minute, I will see. Yes, there is also a game. Would you like to play another time? Like we do to do something, or we should just answer orally? Well, you like the game, yeah? Well, is it possible to do the task without listening for the second time, or not? Or would you like to listen to again, to think about it? Would you like to listen?
Yeah,
just for the second time. You have the full right to do please. Just a minute. And I hope that we can listen without showing transcript.
CD 2, track 26. Listen to the podcast. The Giant's Causeway looks like an image from a computer game, but it's real. These amazing geometrical rock columns lead down from the northeast coast of Northern Ireland in a series of giant steps. The tallest columns are over 12 meters high, and the steps go down into the sea. You look at these perfect symmetrical shapes and you think, this can't have formed naturally. But then again, humans can't have built it either. It's just too big. The local people say it must have been a giant. According to local legends, long, long ago giants lived in the Celtic lands of Ireland and Scotland. One of these giants, the Irish giant, Finn McCool, wanted to cross the Irish Sea to Scotland to meet and fight another giant, the Scottish giant Benandona. But Finn didn't like water, so they say that rather than swim across, he may have built an enormous causeway so that he could walk across the sea. In fact, 70 miles away, on the west coast of Scotland, similar steps lead out of the sea and back to land. So, could a giant have built this causeway just to stop his feet from getting wet? When Finn saw Benandona, he realized the Scottish giant was much bigger than him, and he couldn't possibly beat him in a fight. He ran back to his wife, who had a great idea. In order to trick Benandona, she dressed Finn up as a baby. The Scottish giant crossed the causeway, and when he saw the enormous baby, he must have been absolutely terrified. If the baby was this big, how big was his father? Benandona ran back across the rocks, never to return. Looking now at these incredible rocks, it's easy to believe that a giant might have built them. But, of course, there is another explanation. Scientists say that the causeway exists as a result of a series of violent volcanic eruptions more than 60 million years ago. The eruptions pushed columns of hot lava, liquid rock, into the air through the cold water. As the lava passed through the water, it turned to rock and formed these incredible columns we see today. Which explanation do you prefer, giants or nature? I think I prefer the first.
So, what is in general, what is the alternative of the origin of this thing, of this causeway? Some people think, and the others think the other. Yes. So, some people think about it? Some people think that this appears from hot lava. Natural way, yeah. That is the point of view of scientists, yeah. But there is an old belief, yeah, that there were
giants.
Yes. And one of the giants used to live on the Celtic land, and the other giant, where did he live? In Ireland, it's Celtic land, yes. And in Scotland, right, in Scotland. By the way, do you know that in Scotland there is practically the same construction on the island Staffa in a cave? There is in a cave, and there is a road between these two constructions. One in a cave and one is like here. Okay, have you done exercise 2 or 3?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, we can start our game. Let's do. this one seems to me. Yes, you can just click here, and there is the option here. The giant causeway is in, and well, what do you think? No, wait, no, enough. No. We don't want to break the giant. Take it from the
Resume.
and Well, now you place your turn. Go.
Who?
How about why, for example, the first one?
The columns are all 12. One more?
Yes, and one more. Do please, one more.
Say this was one series called Thin McCoo.
Right. Great. You have got very good memory. Well, who is the next? Provided Denise. All right.
And here I wanted to walk. Continue across
Miles,
yes.
Across the sea,
And
right.
Thin
Want
to fight.
Then Antonio, yes, then Antonio. No, but now it's difficult.
Can I answer for you?
Thin, dress, yes. I suppose that's right.
So the distinguish is that, and the second is
The course was from 16 million years. Well, check. 60, even 60. Well, all the others are correct. But here is, yes, unfortunately, it didn't give us the opportunity. Okay. It is 60, really. That is 60. No, stuck. Well, and we don't eat any longer. I can't. Here it must be. So is the time for physical?
No, I'm interested.
Yes, Vanya, I can't see the cross. Maybe because I just decided to make it bigger. Right, you are. Yes.
Just go.
Very good. Cross. Yes, cross. We don't need it any longer. Right. Very good. So you have done it. So what do you think? What, by the way, point of view do you share? That it was, according to long ago, 60 million years ago. It was so long. We don't know, of course, what could happen this period of time. And even so, what do you think, Ryan?
It's really interesting question, but in my view, it is a nature way. I don't believe in fairy tales.
So you think about the volcanic eruption,
Yeah.
And in the course, and you?
I think too, I think that it was made by nature.
I also think that nature
it happened about in the result of the volcanic eruption, right? You see this. What is interesting that they have got geometrical shapes of the stones, not like a pile of unshaped stones, but it is in geometrical order. Right, and to summarize, well, I have got a small video. Would you like to watch a small video about it? Yes? By the way, it is considered to be a modern wonder of the world. by the way, there is a small menu, or you can just look at it. Oh, this is the time for physical, yes? No, let's do this is for a training, not for a long time. What? Bench S. Forward, backward, forward, backward, circling, curling, one, так, красиво. Супер. Let's watch it. To me that it must be something a little bit. Yes, from here. From here it's okay. But that would be sound. It's a new device in my room. That's why I'm making some drawings. Well, so the giant causeway. You see? Let's start. Yes, some inscriptions. By the way, 5 new facts that you haven't heard about. Musical instrument, it's not part of the body. It's just like that. Well, have you noticed any new details in this video?
Yes.
Some games have a special name.
Some
Giving a special name to
some parts of this construction, yes, have got a special name, like Like what?
Giant organ.
Yes, organ, right. What else have you know?
Some people say that this causeway is the eighth wonder of the world.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Indeed, yes. By the way, have you noticed anything else? Yes, between the rocks there is a special path.
Gates?
Yes, giant gates. Right, you're right. Yes, giant gates. Indeed. Okay. Well, do you think, by the way, that it is really a wonder of the world?
Maybe, yes.
It's still, you have seen a lot of people here, right? And it is popular for what time, by the way? 1700. Right, you are. Yes. And this construction, it looks like, well, the end of what?
Path.
Of a path, right, pointing where?
Scotland.
To Scotland. Yes, thank you, Anna, thank you. That's it. All right, my dear. Then we shall close to it for some period of time. That was one of the phenomena that we were going to discuss. I hope that it was interesting for you. Haven't you heard about it before?
No. Yes, not very well.
You heard about it. Have you been to Ireland?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, but the climate in Ireland is better than in Scotland. In Scotland, rainy weather probably all the time. Yeah, good. Now, I'm sure that you also can tell us about some of the natural or phenomenon of life. Dennis, maybe you start. Okay. Let's listen to Dennis. Be active to ask maybe some questions. And
Have you ever heard about a holiday that is called Jan Shui Behind Festival?
No. Well,
I'd like to tell you about the origin of this event. This strange tradition started back in the late 1800s when the town was ravaged by a cholera epidemic. The inhabitants of Tainan, it's a town in Taiwan, set up firecrackers along the road of the town in order to summon Guandi, the god of war, to ask his help to stop the epidemic. And miraculously, the epidemic disappeared soon after, and since then the festival is held annually. Nowadays, the Yan Shui festival is the third largest folk celebration in the world. The streets of Tainan are lined with so-called heights and giant cylinders filled with rockets that shoot in all four directions. The attendees of this festival wait to get hit wearing the helmets and cardboard for protection. While the festival does seem a bit wild, the attendance is very safe in general and a fun experience if you are in Taiwan during the festival time. And what do you think about the disappearance of cholera epidemic? Was it the help of Guandi or something else?
I think it's a miracle maybe, just helping about it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anna.
I also think that it
Just, well, it's not happened, well, it didn't happen naturally, yeah?
yes.
It was just a miracle. Well, and what about you, Dennis? What do you think yourself?
I think it's miracle.
Well, probably it is some phenomena. It's impossible to explain. People can't find answers to this question. Yes, thank you. It is very interesting material. Well, can you close it? Yeah. Vanya, also, let's say something interesting.
Now I'm going to give you a talk about Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
Yeah.
It is also a phenomena in the world, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
What is it?
Stonehenge is an ancient monument which is located in the south of England. It is a ring of massive stones. Some of them can weigh more than several tons. Approximately it was built about 3,000 years before our era. But it's approximately, so no one can say exactly. The purpose of the stone monument is still unknown, but there are some theories connected to this. First one is that some experts believe that Stonehenge is a kind of cemetery because scientists found some traces of cremation of 200 people approximately. Others believe that it is an astronomical observatory which was built to observe sun moons, just like a calendar. And Stonehenge is extremely strange building, as I said before, because of many reasons. One of them is stone shipping to the Stonehenge. Experts know that stones were shipped from the Westwood quarry, which is located 25 kilometers away from the Stonehenge. But those stones weigh more than 3 tons, so it's impossible for people to carry them. And then weren't any cars and any transport. So that's why nobody knows how people delivered the stones. Now you, what do you think? How people delivered it to the Stonehenge?
Well, your ideas, maybe some speculations. What do you think about it?
I think that in this era was giants, and they helped with delivering
people, yeah?
Yes.
Do it.
Or some God help people.
Oh, very romantic was the way, yes.
And I remember that there is one theory that Marilyn, magician Marilyn put it there,
yes, by the way, has anybody been in Great Britain and listened to No, I have been to Stonehenge. To tell the truth, usually in some films, frolics, or on the pictures, or maybe it looks more tremendous. By the way, when I was in England for the first time, we could approach there and stand there and touch the stones, but the last time I visited Great Britain, well, it was surrounded by a fence and it was impossible to come very close because people tried to take a piece of stone as a souvenir from them. Thank you, Vanya. That will do. Just a minute. Well, you can close. Yeah. I wanted just to ask you a question. Doesn't the construction of Stonehenge with these 3-ton blocks remind you of some other constructions in the world, which is also, by the way, one of the wonders? Do you know where in the world some buildings were formed with very
some rocks.
Yes, to the island Pascha, you mean, yes? There are some idols, stone idols, yes? And also nobody knows.
Egypt, pyramids.
Pyramids, yes. Pyramids in Egypt. But as for pyramids in Egypt, well, I know that there is some scientific theory that they constructed all architectures and builders. They constructed special moving carriages, yeah, and they built them, and the stones were transited to the right place with the help of these carriages. It was built by humans for sure, this pyramid. As for the Pascha, Adam, and Stonehenge things, that is a great question, by the way. What could it be? Yeah. Well, thank you. Now, Varya also going to tell us about some miracles. Some phenomena, I should say.
Now I would like to talk about Aitigahara. Aitigahara is a forest at the foot of Fuji on Horseshoe Island. This name can be translated for Japanese like plain of blue trees. The blue trees stand close to each other. Also, the
color, you see, by the way, there is blue color.
The occupied area is about 35 kilometers, and people think that the Akugawa force can be traveling for 1 hour, but it isn't true because it's easy to get lost in it. In this forest you can see animals like frogs, birds, some interesting facts about this forest. Ghost of the forest. According to Japanese belief, the souls of the unfortunately dead live in this forest. They turn into the ray and become the ghost of people who died in a natural way. They were more effective at night, and they take revenge to leave people. Also, nothing can be taken for this forest because all things are full of negative energy.
Yes, that is very interesting.
Despite this negative fact, this place are very popular for tourists and people who live in Japan. And if I will travel in Japan, I will visit this forest.
You're a very brave girl, Varya.
Do you believe to the ghost of this forest?
Personally, I don't really believe.
In ghosts.
Yeah, in ghosts.
Me too. I saw one video when the man with his team went to the forest and they don't say any ghosts.
Sometimes it is impossible, by the way, because it's experience.
They don't feel any ghosts.
And he went out to forest safe and sound.
Yes, and he still too.
Well, but do you believe that it is possible to get lost in this place?
I think yes, because there are many big trees,
so many
pictures, and the place look very similar. Yes, and the spores are very big.
Well, still very nice photos. Interesting story. It doesn't look like some other phenomena because we spoke more about some constructions and no, all of you, by the way, interesting things and stories were about different things. Thank you, Varya. Sit down, please. Yeah, that was unfortunately not everybody is present at our lesson, yeah, but still, your stories were quite okay, and you worked quite energetically. Come in, please. Заходите, Олег Александрович come here to make some food. Well, boys, my dear boys, my dear Fire, thank you very much for cooperation. Well, for your participation in the lesson. That was good. Well, and I give you a bunch of presents for this weekend. No home task, but on Tuesday, please bring okay, because you can learn something. Спасибо большое.